When archaeologists unearthed this collection of lead tablets at the Temple of Apollo in Athens, they uncovered something truly chilling, hundreds of them covered in eerie Latin inscriptions. What these writings revealed was a secret side of ancient Rome, one where the mighty and the desperate alike turned to the darkest form of magic. So join us as we unravel the cryptic messages on the cursed tablets of the Romans. But first, let's set the stage. Imagine yourself in ancient Rome, amidst a sprawling city teeming with life, ambition, and simmering rivalries. Instead of stone or papyrus, these tablets were crafted from lead, a malleable metal associated with the underworld. In Roman culture, lead symbolized darkness and death. The targets of these curses were as diverse as the population of Rome itself, or a merchant wronged by a rival who seeks to disrupt their business through supernatural means. The tablets become vessels of raw human emotion, channeling feelings of betrayal, anger, fear, and the desire for retribution. Thieves, treacherous lovers, rivals in business or politics, gladiators facing mortal combat, witnesses in court, anyone who crossed or offended the creator of the curse. At times, names were etched onto the tablets, while other times detailed descriptions were given so the deities or demons would know whom to target. They were often concealed, hidden away from the target's view, allowing the malevolent force of the curse to fester unnoticed. The element of surprise added to the dread and uncertainty, creating an atmosphere of suspicion and paranoia. With influence and resources at their command, they could easily craft a curse to neutralize their opponent, or consider a general who's incurred the wrath of a defeated enemy to ensure their adversary's demise. They could commission a curse that follows the fallen soldier home, haunting them even in the safety of their own walls. Moreover, these curses reflected a deep-seated fear of death in the afterlife. They were not just incantations, they were expressions of raw human emotion. May the god seize his tongue, make it unfit for speaking and for swearing oaths, that he may never utter true words, that he may babble incoherently, and that the ends of his mouth stick out sideways. Here, the curse does not seek the witness's death, but rather the corruption of their very essence, the impairment of their ability to speak the truth. These ancient artifacts are more than historical relics. They are chilling reminders of the darkness that can lurk beneath civilization. It is a curse rooted in mistrust and a desire to undermine justice. The words were charged with anger, resentment, and a thirst for retribution. Romans grappled with the inevitability of mortality and the mysteries of the underworld. By appeasing the gods of the dead, they hoped to secure their own fate and find solace in the belief that justice would be served. Together, they formed a chorus of human frailty, revealing the depths of emotion to which people could sink. The themes of love, betrayal, revenge, justice, and the fear of death resonate across cultures and centuries. The cursed tablets serve as a universal testament to the complexity of the human experience. These curses were not mere words. They were weapons of the powerless, tools of revenge, and instruments of fear. They embodied the darker aspects of Roman society, the envy, the hatred, and the lust for dominance. The target never knew when or how the curse might manifest, which kept them constantly on edge. The curses ranged from petty revenge to dire consequences. Some sought to ruin reputations or induce illness, while others wished for nothing less than the target's demise. The cursed tablets offer a glimpse into the minds of those who wielded them, exposing their deepest fears and desires for retribution. Senators, generals, and emperors were not immune to the temptations of dark magic. In fact, their elevated status might have amplified their desire for control and revenge. Or perhaps you're glad that such dark practices belong only to the past. Share your thoughts in the comments section. Even the Roman emperors, with their godlike status, occasionally succumbed to the temptation of cursed tablets. During a time when the rule of law was not always upheld and the vulnerable sought a way to fight back, cursed tablets provided a glimmer of hope. They offered a means to challenge authority, to level the playing field, and to give voice to the voiceless. Imagine a ruler consumed by paranoia, fearing enemies within and outside their court. Faced with the uncertainty of fate, they could turn to dark magic to eliminate perceived threats, consolidating their power through fear and intimidation. It was believed to muffle sounds and ward off evil spirits. Romans believed that to harness the power of the gods or demons, a ritual was necessary. Romans genuinely believed that these curses could influence fate and bring about terrible outcomes. By making this declaration, the curse's author was initiating a transaction, transferring their grievances to the divine realm. It was as if they were handing over a burning torch to the gods or demons, igniting their wrath against the unsuspecting target. To them, the gods and demons they invoked were not benevolent forces, but powerful and sometimes capricious entities. Unlike spoken words, which could be retracted or ignored, the cursed tablet served as a constant reminder of the ill will directed toward the target. Once activated, it remained an active conduit between the mortal world and the realm of the supernatural. It was a tangible manifestation of the curse, a physical embodiment of the negative energy and intent aimed at causing harm. The cursed tablets were not just symbolic acts. They were tangible expressions of supernatural power. The tablets were often folded to conceal the message and then affixed to walls, buried or dropped into sacred wells. Some even bore holes for nails, transforming them into makeshift stakes. These acts of binding aimed to tether the curse to its target, ensuring its power took hold. This choice of material instantly imbues the tablets with an air of mystery and foreboding. Here, power and greed knew no bounds, and betrayal lurked around every corner. Written in Latin, the language of the Roman Empire, the words are not mere etchings, but incantations, pleas, and threats. The most common figures invoked were the gods of the underworld, such as Pluto, the Roman god of wealth and the dead, and his wife Persephone, whose realm was the underworld. Other times it was Hecate, a witch goddess associated with crossroads and magic. And sometimes the Romans didn't even bother with gods, summoning demons like a chthonic deity known for granting wishes through supernatural means, often involving curses. But when the law offered little recourse, the Romans turned to a world beyond the veil, seeking vengeance through the dark arts. The story begins with the most prominent feature of these artifacts, their composition. But it's the inscriptions on these tablets that truly captivate us. As you gaze upon these tablets, envision the rituals that unfolded around them. They were not merely written, they were activated. But who were these curses intended for? As we delve deeper, we realize that these tablets offer a window into the minds of those who crafted them. Imagine, for instance, the despair of a betrayed lover who might turn to magic to inflict suffering on their former partner. Now let's explore the unsettling world of these curses. What made them truly terrifying was their effectiveness. Consider the opening line of one of the most famous curses, "I give to the gods." Another aspect that added to the curse's potency was its permanence. Moreover, the secrecy surrounding these curses heightened their impact. It wasn't just individuals who turned to curse tablets. Powerful figures also employed them. Imagine a powerful senator facing a rival in the political arena. The allure of supernatural power was too great to resist. But why did people believe in these curses? What fueled this faith in the supernatural? The answer lies in the context of Roman society. In a world where power could crush the weak, magic became a tool for empowerment. Finally, let's discuss the disturbing content of these curses. Consider the following curse directed at a witness in a legal case. Each curse was a unique blend of fear, anger, and desperation. As we conclude our exploration of the cursed tablets, let's reflect on what they reveal about the human condition. Even in a society as advanced as ancient Rome, fear and desperation can drive individuals to extreme measures. Moreover, these artifacts highlight the timeless nature of human emotions. As you ponder the enigmatic world of the cursed tablets, ask yourself this: would you dare wield the power of a curse? And as we delve deeper into history's mysteries, remember that behind every artifact lies a story waiting to be unraveled. Stay tuned for more captivating tales.